What's going on, guys? My name's Tom Quinn, resident Dungeon Master here at Modern Myth, and today we're kicking off a brand new segment on the channel, a segment that we are calling Myth Makers, and it's our opportunity to tip our cap and put a spotlight on all of those awesome independent TTRPG creators, and hopefully put onto all of your radars some of the products that are out there in the ethos that you may or may not be aware of. So let's just kick things right off. The first thing that we're going to be talking about today is a really cool subclass supplement called Farwalkers by Skald of Shenanigans. This is a book. It's introducing 12 new subclasses, so that's going to be all of the core classes. Sorry, Artificer, no love for you this time. But it's the best way I think I would describe it is kind of by theme, by tone, is 12 new subclasses that really kind of explore the darker tethers to nature and the cosmos. Within the pages, you'll find some really exciting character options that fit this theme. Everything from paladins wreathed in dragonfire bestowed by their draconic deities, to rogues shaping their darkest thoughts into weapons to be wielded against those unfortunate enough to call themselves enemies. The artwork in the book is beautiful and serves to reinforce some of the darker themes that exist within, and the layout is very intuitive for those who are familiar with 5th edition supplements. Another important note is that this supplement does seem to be very well balanced relative to the breadth of content that is already available. As a DM, I would not balk at any of these character options if my players were to bring them to me as an option to exercise at our own table. All in all, this is a really solid 5th edition supplement for DMs if you're interested in emboldening your own library, or for players if you're wanting to explore the aspects of your character that are maybe a bit more on the outskirts of what we typically associate with ties to the natural world. Next up is Atomic Punk 2160 by The Basic Expert, a really cool entry into the OSR landscape. And this was one I was really excited to get my hands on because it is absolutely dripping with kind of old school classic Fallout vibes. If you and your players have been itching to take your OSR games to the nuclear wastes of the post-apocalypse, this one is going to be a no-brainer. In true OSR fashion, character creation is highly intuitive, but not without its own set of surprises via the mutant table and some of the more exotic races that occupy the wasteland. Something I really appreciated about the system was how effectively racial scarcity was baked directly into the character creation system. Beyond character creation, equipment is rife with all of the trappings of the scavenged nature of this environment. Weapons and survival gear speak to some of the classic tropes for these types of settings. Couple that with a comprehensive rule set for vehicular combat, a variety of natural hazards, not least of which being the impending doom of being irradiated in the wastes, makes this one an absolute no-brainer for you OSR guys out there, and carries all the pedigree for those of you who are familiar with Basic Expert's work. The last thing I want to say about this book is every page you turn speaks to the Basic Expert's understanding of what makes the OSR a unique and exciting experience. From the system to the setting to the stylized illustration, there's an empty slot on your bookshelf that is begging you to take a look at this one. Last up, and just in time for Halloween, is Nocturnes and Nightmares. This is a collaborative publication led by Epic Blunders RPG. I will have links in the description to credit all those who contributed on this one. This is a beautifully illustrated and organized book broken into 4 distinct sections. The first offering a brand new horror-themed subclass for each of the 13 classes. Everything from fighters using their own severed appendages as improvised weapons, to harnessing the Banshee's terrifying wail as a sorcerer. If you're looking for cool options for that Halloween one-shot, or just love running horror campaigns, there's going to be something in this book for you. The second section details the domains of dread and injects a ton of terrifying lore into this book. It also includes 2 standalone horror-themed adventures to get you up and running with the rest of the book's content. As a DM, the third section really got my mouth watering with an expanded horror-based bestiary, tons of cool loot, and an expanded spell list including 2 new spells for each of the 9 levels. The fourth section details what I would call the best practices of running horror and really provides a solid guideline for both how to use the book and really how to get in the mindset of running horror games through the 5th edition system. Given the scope of this book, I kept expecting to turn the page and find that place where they had cut a corner or added some filler or stuffed some fluff in, and frankly, I just never found it. Every one of these pages was efficiently used to deliver meaningful content. If you're a fan of horror tropes at your table, or maybe you're just looking for that content to fill out that Halloween one-shot, look no further. Thanks a lot, guys. Links for all these products will be down in the description, so go pick them up. Tell them Modern Myth sent you. And if you guys have a product that you would like to see here on this segment of the channel, drop it in the comments below. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until we see you next time, the world is yours.